Yep, so check your bags, people. So I was missing this part. I couldn't find it. It was still in the bag of all the empty bags from part one. No, from the start of this video. So, public service announcement. When you go to empty out these bags, make sure that you double check every bag. Every single bag. Twice before you get rid of it. Luckily for me, I don't throw those bags away until the build is completely and utterly done. Otherwise, I would have had to use the spare parts bag, which I opened the spare parts bag to get it out, and then something told me to look to the side or to look in the bag itself, and that was in there. So, and now we get to open up this. Boy, y'all seal these bags up good. Alright, be careful when you open this bag that contains the lighting cable, because this lighting cable is extremely thin and will probably break instantly, but we need that now. So, oh man, we are so gonna need. How do y'all have that? Is it just wrapped up on itself? Yep. That is a very thin wire with itty bitty little bulbs or LED lights. That's crazy to think that y'all could put that on something. That's, wow. The things people do. That's crazy. All right. Let's get into this so we can get that lighting source on here, and we might take a look at it. We might not. I might turn it on and show y'all how bright it is. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. Wait, just have to wait and find out. I didn't get all the pieces out either. I forgot one. My bad. Alright, there's that. Then, of course, this is going to go on top of the other yellow piece, along with this one. Bam. Alright, then this is gonna go here. Yep. And these two pieces are gonna go here. Yep. I was wondering what these were. Plants. They go in our little pot over here. Ooh, that might not be. Maybe they'll fit. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, I can tell you that much. No, I'm not happy with that. Alright, let's see if I can adjust this a little bit. Why is that piece not sitting on there? Alright, let's take that off real fast so that I can push this on there. Okay. Making small little adjustments around here. Take that back off. I can get this side in first. Maybe that'll help. It's in the right spot. It is in the right spot. It's just a very, very, very cramped area to put stuff at. Alright. Let me make some adjustments here. Alright, so this is going to be the problem, is that these are very, very small, like very small spots. And you have to put these in exactly the right way, which it does show you how to do it. It does say that there's certain angles that it has to go. So just keep that in mind. There are specific angles that these pieces will go in order to sit in it. And for some reason, this feels like it's not going down all the way. It's not. Oh, yeah, that's not going down all the way. That's because my ding dong, I stuck it all the way through. So it's not pushing. Again, something you got to be careful with. Not to push the piece too far in. I would know that. I should know that by now. Okay, let's take this out. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it is in too far. Yep. Okay. So, this is my fault. Because I didn't realize they were that long. Alright. Okay, that's good. Alright, now. You just barely place that in there. Alright. I'm gonna put these back on. And then maybe if I do it this way. Okay, that's there. Yeah, so okay. So this isn't gonna set that far down in there. About like that. Very, very gently. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything that could be technically done about fitting, but if you just very slightly tweak the direction that you have it in, you can get it in there. It might not be exactly right, but it's in there. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, so that might be something that quality control or whatever can check or come up with. Me, I have an idea how to fix that for a long-term fix, but right now I don't have the pull, to tell anybody that. But I can tell you guys, I myself personally, the stem on this was like, it's really, really long. Maybe, well, what would work is to shorten the stem on one of them. Shorten the stem on one so that it'll set lower than the other. Let me see if I can. So right here, because you can see that they're not all the way down in there. This one, if it'll focus, this one is down a little further than this one. And that's because the stems are way too long. So I would cut the stem on this one, make it a little bit shorter, or either one. Cut the stem on one, make it a little shorter, and then you should be able to get it in like I did. That's my thought on fixing that. I would say that it would probably work if you do it that way. It should work. I don't really see why it wouldn't. But yeah. So if you get this kit and you have that same issue, that might be something you want to try if you're comfortable enough. Like if you're okay with cutting it and you know that you can cut it and it be okay and you're okay with it, then I would try that. So Tokmak, when you guys see this part of the video, constructive criticism there. Might be, or constructive feedback, which is what you all like about my videos, is that I ain't holding nothing back. Oh yeah, what I did was I went ahead and put all the pieces in separate containers since we're running low on parts as it is, so that I can just grab which ones I need. Which y'all probably figured that out anyway. I know somebody's gonna watch this, and that the part of the plant that I was talking about I know somebody's gonna say, well, why didn't you cut it then? I don't want to. I came up with that idea. I'm not gonna do it. The reason being is because I'm building it the exact same way that you would build it. Therefore, when I encounter the problem, we both encounter it. And this might be another problem. Well, let me do it the right way. How about that? Let me try doing it the right way. How about that? We can start with that. Put that there. And then put this here. There we go. All right, so that doesn't go all the way down. It just kind of sets up there. You can see a little gap in between it. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. So again, when you get to that part and you have to put that together and it keeps doing what it did to me, just remember it's supposed to do that. And I gotta remember that I got flower pots over here because I just knocked one off because I had my finger there. Uh-oh. Well, fart. Get that out of there. There we go. There we go. And this goes back here. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna do this the right way, like I should have done the first time. Those pieces go here. Of course, the square is gonna okay. And then here and here. Yeah, so it leaves this lip which sits on here. That's how it's done. Also need this. There's a little pull tab. Pull that out so that the lights will work. You guys want to see what the lights look like real quick? I'll turn it on. Ready? Whoa. That's bright. And I guess you can change the batteries in here because there's two little Phillips head screws, like the size of the type that you have in glasses. So I'm assuming you can take those out. There's probably little watch batteries. Oh, there's two screws down here as well. but I can see inside where the pull tab was. It looks like those little round watch batteries that cost a fortune and sometimes you can't find. So I do like the fact that if it ever quits lighting up, that you can change the batteries. I'm not 100% sure how easy that would be once you get everything together, but we'll find that out at the end, huh? All right, y'all are gonna see it anyway, so this is what the second bag is gonna look like. Remind you, we're still in bag 1, people. We are finishing up with the first bag. So let me get all the last parts out that I'm gonna need for this. We'll fix everything up. And yeah. Okay, that didn't take too long because all of this is still gonna get used later in the build. But we have everything that was left is for, bag 1. So we're just gonna go ahead and stuck them all in one spot. If you can see up here, yes, there's a little figurine that we have to build, but I figured it would just be easier to throw them all in one container now. So when this container is done and we connect the first part to this part, bag 1 will essentially be completed. And I've been giving my thoughts and my feedback as I go. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, bag 1, in my opinion, small little changes or little things that could get looked at, like just that one thing, the plant. Outside of that, this has been very, very, very easy to follow. So I'm impressed. I am highly impressed with this kit so far. Which, regardless of how it came to be for me, I was gonna buy it anyway. Not only was I going to buy it, I was going to build it. And I was going to be giving you all this exact feedback. So all right, let's put this little dude together. This might be a little tricky because I gotta get these parts to clip in. That one, just gotta put a little pressure on it. Just put a little pressure on it. There you go. It's a very small little thin bar, so don't press too hard. Now, I know, like I said, I know that this is a Harry Potter themed kit, even if it's under a different name. It says Diagon Alley on the box, but on the listing, It's Magic grocery store, Magic books, bookshop, something. I forgot exactly what it said because I didn't really pay attention. But I know it's under a different name on listing. But if you know, you know. It's been a grip since I've watched Harry Potter. So I forget who this person is, but you guys can see him right there. Pretty cool. So he is going to... No, now we're going to take this part. And of course he's going to go standing right here. Okay. So I don't know why it says flip it around. Like there's nothing to flip. It always tells you to flip things around. So the little hinge that we built, it goes right there. Boom. This is going to be a huge Lego set. Good gracious. I don't even know if that's actually all on camera. Yeah, it should be. Okay. So at some point when we're done, it's going to close like this. We'll flip the switch to turn the lights on. I'll go ahead and do that now, which are brighter than bright. Keep in mind, I have my little lamp on over here, and these are brighter than that. And they're going to string up somewhere through the windows. But this is going to close. Oh, and it's got two settings. Bright and brighter. Are you kidding me? Or did I just not flip it off? No. One brightness. My bad, y'all. I guess I thought I turned it off. But you're going to be able to close it and like display the front of it, and then if you want to display the inside, you're gonna just shrink, open it up like a book. That's cool. So we're gonna set that here for now. This is what part 2, like the second bag, is gonna look like when we're done with it. So this side is already completed. So it will be finishing up on this side, which is right here with the lights. And I can already tell this is going to be a whole lot of little tedious pieces that go in certain places. This is page 16. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get a sneak peek of what's coming. If I put it in frame. It's just this book is so big. But yeah, like we're gonna have a whole lot of doors and windows and little knickknacks, but we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna put the pride tool here just so that I know what page I'm on, even though I already know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, Tokmak, thank you for the opportunity to work with you guys. Again, this is not paid. My reviews will never be paid. Even if someone wanted to gift me like the smallest amount of money, they are going to be aware that my review, whether it's paid or not, will be 100% real. There's never going to be me sitting here lying to you guys for any reason. But again, not sponsored, not paid. Technically, this is a collaborative, what do they call it? creative or creator content thing. I don't know. Never done this before, so I don't know what terms y'all use, but I'm making it clear. I'm not paid for this. I am not being paid for this. They sent it to me because they saw my content. They wanted to do something nice for me to help me out. I know YouTube and a whole lot of people always complain or want to whine about stuff, but if you just be yourself, show people and companies respect, then this might happen. But I just want to make it 100% clear, and I'm gonna probably do it more through this series. Everything that I do is 100% real. I don't care if somebody gave me $1 million. If your product is trash, I'm going to tell you it's trash. Tokmak, your products are absolutely phenomenal, because this is not the first one that I've built. Now, yes, I did build one that had missing parts. I could have thrown those away. I don't know. I did double check everything, but the build came out to still be amazing. Everything fits together, and I really don't have any issues with it. That's my feeling, because this is what I do. I do Legos. So out of the kits that I have built, Tokmak is still standing tall above all the rest. And we'll see you in the next video.